Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here, 7/8/14, 3:42 a.m. We just did really quick the base upgrades for Legendary Night Shift. Again, if you want to see those in full detail, check out the Night Shift base upgrades. That said, we covered them, got you the damage numbers, got you directed to oneofwisdom.com. Not much more we can do there. That said, what we're about to do is take the Champion Fighter path. If you're interested in proper Vampire, that's what we use for Night Shift. Why Champion Fighter for Legendary? Look at those gold gloves. Legendary Night Shift already has gold gloves. They look awesome on his punches, they look awesome on Don't Move Just Stick, and now there's not going to be like an aesthetic change here, so they work well with Legendary, the gold ones. The standard colors work well with standard Night Shift. So Champion Fighter, cash in big bucks with any enemy that is knocked out. Interesting thing here. Where is it? Okay, anyway, we're gonna come over. First purchased upgrade down the Champion Fighter path is Prize Fighter for 960. Bear in mind, I've got the 18 wing sapphires. Hold Y to charge a punch, release to do an uppercut that causes enemies that are hit to take damage and drop money. I'm not sure how this is going to differ from Don't Move Just Stick, but okay, wow. So that actually does change his gloves. Now granted, he had golden gloves because he's legendary anyway, but that looked like a silver, like metallic glove, and that's what he has here. So let's go ahead and back out and take a look at this thing. Alright, let me just actually, so that looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously it clashes with the blue and gold, but if you did this with regular Night Shift, the silver gloves would actually be really neat. Now let's see what it's going to look like. The glove looks fairly bigger. So 150. And even the dummies spitting cash out. This is crazy. I'd like to see what this does with the Skylanders. I'm guessing 115 is going to be our standard number. So half of 115, what is that going to be? 57.5. So 115 and 57.5. We'll call that 58. That's going to be 15, 16, 173 maybe. I'm getting really tired. Let me get to my spreadsheet here. Prize Fighter 115 to 173 plus cash. I'll just put that there. So, how much cash? I don't know if it's going to be a set amount every time or if it's actually going to vary. There's our 173. I feel like an idiot crunching those numbers and then we got it. I did not anticipate that. So where that was sitting was 100 to 150, so it's jumped plus 15 plus 23, and we get money. So gonna back up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 right there. I think we'll just run with that. That was about 7, so I mean, give or take a little bit, you know. Bottom line, you get money for nothing, basically. We're going to hit the enemies. Now, pay close attention to his gloves there. Note that they kind of have like the brass ring or a golden outline kind of along like the eye sockets. That's a cool touch that might be specific to Legendary. I don't know because I didn't take regular Night Shift down this path. That said, I really do like the look of those gloves. Just not with Legendary. You know, that said, that's going to get taken care of right now with the next one down the champion fighter path, which is Payday. Price here is $12.80. Note the gold gloves, so we'll get those back, oddly enough in this case. Prize Fighter gives more money. Don't spend it all in one place like Mo Money and Mo Problems did. So, getting creative with the upgrade purchases there. Alright, now, let's... So he's got his gloves back, basically. They may look slightly different. They might have more of a sheen to them, kind of like the metallic look. Really didn't pay a whole lot of attention to them since they were gold. I just, you know, they're gold, you know. That said, we should be doing the same damage numbers. Wait, it's doing more. It said nothing about increasing the damage, and I did not buy the soul gem yet. So the 115 to 173, that looked like a 130 to me. It was. So half of 130, luckily, is easy to do. That's going to be 65. So 65 and 130 will be 195. Well, let me go ahead and do that. 130 to 195. Those are some insane numbers. And plus Mo cash. I guess I should put Mo too. I'm actually going to do that on my spreadsheet. I'm going to put Mo. Not more, but Mo. I've got Mo cash. Crazy damage number, and look at that, we're getting some 3s in there too. It's not just like greater quantity, it's greater quality and quantity. Props for that. But I don't know, that looked like maybe 15ish or so. Just ballpark that if you wanted to. They didn't advertise the increase damage, and we got an increased damage, so that's awesome. That's basically, if you get a critical hit, that's almost 200 damage that you're doing. And that's crazy, in all honesty. Now, will it get to be an even greater amount? Yes. How? The top end soul gem, gentlemanly. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, here it is, gentlemanly, 2240, all attacks, and by gosh, when they said all this time, they meant it. No disappointments at all here. It even translates to the bottom end, unbeknownst to me. Until it was too little too late, but it's not a bad problem to have in this case. All attacks, again, all, and they mean it this time, all attacks do increased damage at full health. That's the caveat, so it's not a huge bump. We're talking like minuscule numbers, but it is cool. And it kind of adds a little sparkle, which I think, I didn't really like the effect on Night Shift, but I think it'll look really cool with Legendary Night Shift. So, quite sporting of the enemies to miss so often, yes, quite. Go ahead and grab that. And right there you kind of see that like glittery, metallic-y, sheeny effect, whatever you want to call it. It just works well with Legendary Night Shift in those golden gloves. So we'll pop over here, and now he's going to be doing more increased damage. So basically, the primary attacks, we should be doing 32 to 48. That stays the same. The charge attack will now be vastly different, but the tertiary should be 69 to 104. Yeah, that's what it is. And then the 12 to 18, well, we don't have that because that's tied in with Proper Vampire. Float Like a Vampire, which we have, should now be up to 29 to 44. And it is, so very interesting stuff there. Again, it didn't just do the top end upgrades, it increased the damage on the bottom end stuff as well. Now, what we haven't checked out is, of course, the charge attack. Now, what that was doing, box, or base upgrade wise, I should say, 100 to 150. Prize Fighter took that to 115 to 173, so plus 15. Payday bumped it another 15, 130 to 195. And now we've got to see how the Soul Gem is going to bump it from 130. So, brace yourselves, we have some huge numbers coming. 150, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, so, gentlemanly, I've got to come in here to document that. 150, what would that be? 75, that'd be 225. 150 to 225 from one move. Very impressive. And you get money out of it, which is crazy. 150 to 225 on Payday. So, gentlemanly is going to take up 2 lines on the spreadsheet, but for good reason, because it also affects the bottom, and kind of had to do that. So, That said, we'll pick up this little bit of loot here, and this is Legendary Night Shift, fully upgraded on the top end down the Champion Fighter path, complete with Gentlemanly, which is oh so kind to increase damage across the board on everything. What we're going to do now is actually come in on the bottom end of Legendary Night Shift, take the Underbat path. Nothing I can really showcase to you without going into an arena challenge. If I crank it out quick enough, it's something we might actually do. We'll just see how it goes. But until then, thank you for watching. Take that link at the top of the video description box. It will take you to a post dedicated to Night Shift and Legendary Night Shift. You will see the base upgrades, all 4 of the upgrade paths, and you have access to my exclusive spreadsheet which outlines damage numbers for each and every attack. It'll ultimately help you pick the best paths for your Night Shift collection, or encourage you to pick up a second figure, essentially. So Night Shift, definitely someone, in my opinion, you need 2 figures of, in whatever format they may be. If you like what I'm doing, hit the thumbs up button. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. Most importantly, here on YouTube, subscribe. I crank videos out all the time. As a subscriber, you will be amongst the first to know. That said, we're going to end this here, come back, check out Underbat Path, maybe go into an arena challenge for you. We'll see how it goes down. But once again, thanks for watching. I will catch you back here in just a few seconds.